Hello, this is Chaplain Phillip Ramey with this week's edition of the Chaplain's Corner. One of my favorite scriptures from Paul's letters to the church at Corinth is found near the end of chapter 15 of 1 Corinthians, when he said, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord." You know, many times in this life we may experience troubles, trials, circumstances, situations that may leave us discouraged in this life. But when those times come along, we must remember that God wants us to be steadfast and unmovable. It reminds me of this story one time about this old farmer that had an old goat. It was a worthless old goat, and he'd been meaning to get rid of it for a long time. Well, it just so happened that this farmer also had an old well on his farm that he'd been meaning to fill up. And so one day he had an idea. He'd just throw that old goat down the old well and fill it up with dirt. Well, he put the goat down the well and he started shoveling dirt. And he shoveled for a little while, and then he heard the goat holler, "Bah!" Well, he just kept shoveling. And the more he shoveled, the louder that he heard that goat. And he kept shoveling, and then he heard the goat even louder. And next thing you know, he was looking the goat right in the eye. You know why? Because every time that he'd throw a load of dirt on that goat, the old goat would just shake it off and put it under his feet. And friend, that's how we got to be today. Sometimes life will try to throw a load of dirt on us, but when it does, we got to just shake it off and put it under our feet. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Now for a look at some upcoming church services this week.